Hey guys, Dan Jameson here, Firemind Productions. Had a chance to get a hold of Ryan Mendyka with RM Sounds. Talk to him a little bit about what he's going to be doing at the conference, what he's going to be talking about, so you guys could, meet him and just hear about some of the great things he's going to be talking about. It was actually my first time using Zoom, so didn't quite get the screen sharing down. I'm going to apologize for that. I'm going to take the blame. So it's a good conversation. You can see us bouncing back and forth. But actually wanted you to actually just, meet him and hear what he has to say about what he's going to be talking about at the conference. And so without any further ado, here's our conversation. You guys have a good day. So is my microphone, and we are recording, sir.
Wonderful.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, this is my good buddy, Ryan Mendyka, who I've been slaughtering his name for years. I know him. I'm like, it's Ryan, and I came up with Mendyka. Whatever it was I was calling you before was just an abomination of your name. And we met years ago at the Three Doors Down concert.
No, that's not. No.
No, when did we meet?
Motley
Crue.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it. The Motley Crue concert. I'm sorry, Three Doors Down. What am I thinking about? As if you would go to a Three Doors concert.
No, I never admit to it.
Yes, and that was the first day we kind of talked, and I said, "Oh yeah, I do stage hypnosis." And he goes, "Oh, I'm a DJ," and he started asking me about my sound system. And you just had this look on your face when I told you I had a Technical Pro. It was like 800. So just based on your suggestions, the system we have now is just phenomenal. It really is. So
you have a great system now, and it's a privilege for me every time I borrow it from you to use it, because it's great. It's fantastic.
Well, I wouldn't have it if I hadn't met you. So that's the best thing about it. Now, you're coming to our conference, Firemind Entertainment Expo. Going to be sharing your knowledge on, just what it is you do, how you do it, and basically kind of helping them with tips and tricks on how to thrive as a rural DJ.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Because you're just one of the few guys I've met that has that 100% referral, always gets rebooked. People walk up to you, "Hey, can you do my wedding?" And you're already trying to do a wedding. So, so I myself have done one wedding, and we know about that. More power to you, man. You're the man. Because I was just like, I called Ryan and said, "Well, that's it. I'm never doing another wedding. I don't know how you don't kill yourself every day, because it is so hard." One of the things you're going to be talking about is what you call them, bottom feeders. Explain that for a second.
Yeah, they're the guys that really work for $60 and free drinks at a bar. Those are bottom feeders. The guys that have maybe a home stereo system that's kind of decent. It sounds great in your house, so they figure, well, I have a lot of songs. I have a computer, and they steal a bunch of music from everybody else in the world, and they don't pay for it. They don't have professional audio gear, and they just think that because they like music, they can become a DJ, and they really undercut everybody, and they really, really drastically hurt the business.
So, yeah, and you're going to kind of be talking about, like, when that happens and your client calls you and says, "Hey, this guy is going to do it for so much less," that's when you go into gear and tell them, "Well, this is the deal."
I can literally tell you how many times where my prices were a little bit higher than everybody else's, and they call me back a week later crying, saying they should have went with me because their equipment broke down. They didn't play professional music. They played music with bad words in it and so on, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
And they weren't professional. They were rude to their guests. Those are all things that should go without saying, but you get what you pay for.
Exactly. Exactly. So, and that's how, when you're talking to these guys at the conference, as they show up, you're going to be kind of telling them that. So this is what happens when your gig calls to cancel, because they've found one of these guys, how to keep that gig, how to keep that money in their pockets.
Exactly.
Because I know you don't look at a wedding for anything under 800.
Oh, no, nope, not even close. No.
Yeah, but that's your skill level. You've been doing this since 1993.
Yep,
You've been
93.
doing this. Yeah. So you were a DJ when I was trying to figure out why the toilets on the ship wouldn't flush.
Oh, there you go.
um, but so yeah, I think it's going to be great. It's going to be something they can learn from. And now you've also done, because I know Ryan and I kind of know his history. You've also done the Harrisville WTF radio. You're the DJ there, and I know you still do some guest spots with them. So, and you had a big following when you were there.
Yeah, I had a great time, a great run there for a lot of years. I was very, very fortunate. The job that I had at the time allowed me the opportunity to go in there and do my Monday and Tuesday shows. And we did have a lot of followers, and it was, we were just figuring out a lot of things, but low power FM radio is something that not a lot of people know about.
Mm-hmm.
We did actually, at first we were a pirate radio, so to speak, and then we got a license, and now we're like legit and everything. So, but it's so much fun to do radio, and it was great. I had a great time there, and I still go there from time to time if I have a day off or whatnot.
Yeah.
But,
So,
super.
and that's something you could maybe talk to these guys about, is just like, hey, you want to set up your own little internet radio station? Here's how you do it. So
The hardest part about doing the radio is you're sitting in a room and you have to pretend that you're talking to an audience of 50 people. You have to convey that message just to that microphone. That's all you can see is just that microphone, but you have to pretend so that's one of the things that we can talk about too.
So awesome. I am so digging on the rainbow heart thing with the wings behind you, man. That looks
like that?
cool. Yeah.
Where'd we get that? We got that at some little arts and crafts show down there in the Tawas area. Some dude making these things, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just like looking at it. That's why I keep going like this. Like if I move my head, I can see like the camera's gonna move. So again, that's my theater coming out in me. But I'm really excited that you're doing this conference with us. I think it's going to grow as time goes on. It's going to be something that we can just master,
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a lot of fun, So
it will. It's going to be great.
Yeah, people definitely want to come out and listen to you speak, because just that knowledge level is just going to vault them into the next. I think it'll take from if they've got one speaker and one light, they're going to sit down in the room with you and just realize, hey, I got to do this to get that gig. Now, that being said, even if they do come and listen to you, they're not going to be you. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Yeah, honestly, we're going to help them grow their business. But, I've always said just because I went to and trained with a master stage hypnotist doesn't mean that I'm now as good as that guy. But I'm taking those takeaways, and that's what we want to give these guys from this conference, is that takeaway, that knowledge of you can do better and you can have more money in your pocket.
Yep. We all learn every single day. I learned a gig, I learned stuff last night on the gig that I had to do. So it's every day, every gig different, and every day you learn. So
exactly. It's like, I think I called you on the way to the wedding because they were like changing songs on me, and you're like, nope, just tell them that the songs are set. So
yep.
And I'm like, okay, that's what we're doing. Because they were like, literally, hey, can we enter to this song? And, you and I had to look those songs up. You helped me find those songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I do, guys. If I have something, I call Ryan, because I'm a stage hypnotist. I am not a DJ, even though I have all the equipment. And that was the only wedding I did because a friend of mine, Mike Bentley, who's my sound engineer, said, hey, these guys need help. Their DJ quit on them 18 hours out. And I want to talk about that for a second before we go, because you said, you know what? He's a bottom feeder, and somebody else probably said, I'm going to pay you more, and he quit on him right there.
That's what happened. What happened.
So, and that key that you get, professionalism, don't do that, is just key. You always told me, it's like, if you get something and like, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm already booked professionally with a contract. Mm-hmm. So, and is that something you're going to talk about? Because you really helped me out with that, with contract. Have a contract.
I do. I have a contract for all the shows that I do. It protects not only the person hiring me, but it protects me also. They
Right.
know what to expect they're going to get from me, first of all, and then I expect to get paid. So that's how that works. And let's face it, that's what it's all about. Is we're doing this to make a little bit of money, but we're doing this because of our love of entertainment and those kind of things too. But we don't want to get stiffed on an $800 bill either. So
Exactly. Well, hey, I want to appreciate your time because I know you and your lovely wife are just getting ready to step out of the house. This
yep,
took us a little bit longer to figure out than I had anticipated.
we
So,
got it.
yeah, we got it. I'm going to let you go, man, and hope you have a good day.
Hey, man, thanks, Dan.
Thank you. Peace out.